crate. We are back in Diablo 3. Continue on. We need to destroy 2 soul crucibles.
After years of my pleading, the Angiris Council has finally agreed to send me in search of Malthael. I will not fail in this, as my master's presence is sorely needed in the High Heavens. Owing to Malthael's growing fascination with the humans, Tyrael has suggested I begin my search on Sanctuary.
First item of the day. Words. So NDSU won. Looks like they got tried. We also worked against exactly. As for Spawn, Zeb Nolan hasn't proven that he can throw the ball all that well yet. The defense looks good. Again, it hasn't exactly against the best team in the world, so I'm not sure what to think about him right now. Hall of the Dark Arts. There's a cursed chest.
Necromancer, did the spirits call you here?
Death's minions threaten to overwhelm the living, so they must be culled. This beacon will draw many of Death's soldiers here, to their demise. I was about to activate it.
Ready yourself for battle. I will trigger it. This cannot be opened yet.
I'm not trying to open it, I'm just trying to cast it.
It has been good fighting by your side, but I have much work left to do. Perhaps we shall meet again someday.
Cursed chest becomes a radiant chest. The lash. That goes down. Nope, there's nothing down there.
Had taken the rocks too. They are they not?
Dark Maiden. Oh, another set item. Great. Little thing here. All the smugglers' wares.
The attacks are getting worse. They're weak to survive it soon.
Attacking the werewolves. Hold on. Apprentice beam. Wahaha. Bam. That's some damage. She can't use my weapon. Far away.
been here for days. These people can't last much longer.
You must guide them to the survivors' enclave. Quickly.
I have to get out of here. Okay. Faithful Conclave, Scholar's Burrow, Endurance Deceit. I feel like I've seen that one too. So what item did I get? This is the Enchantress. And it is better.
If you insist.
I do insist. Yeah, I suppose I could have taken that shortcut, but it's not like it's a long walk this time. Plus I missed some barrels. So how do I want to do this? Got another little hut. Contested villa.
We've got to save my friends.
I want to destroy all your stuff first. Just leave me a second.
This is all Justinian's fault. Some king he is.
How do you figure it's the king's fault? The king can't help what's happening.
King Justinian must have fled the city by now. It's time for the people to rise up.
You must come together as one if you are to have any hope for survival.
But this is our chance to get out from under the king's yoke.
What I'm curious about is if Malthael considers us demons, then what does he think these skeletons that he's using as soldiers are?
Your evil undoes you.
Thanks for helping, but this isn't over. The king has failed us all. If you don't believe me, read this. His private journal.
How did you get this?
Well, let's just say it's from someone who cares about us common folk.
I'm so weary. Why did you have to die, brother? I was never meant to be king. The nobles threaten revolt to bend me to their will. They will abandon me if I don't keep the peasants in their place. Oh, my position is hopeless.
Check the bodies. I guess I didn't check them last time. Okay. Now where do I want to go? I guess this way? Oh, he's not an enemy. My bad. My bad, buddy. Daunting Artifact? Nah, I don't like that name. Since going so far in the area, it's probably first soldiers. Well, there we go, 7. Unlock last passive skill slot. So let's use it. Skills. Let's figure out what we want. I'm thinking it's this one though, just because the damage of everything that I have out there will be increased, and I can have an additional zombie dog. That's tempting, but ideally I'd like to be more than 20 yards away, so let's go for Midnight Feast. Let's bring up zombie dogs again. Now we got 5 of them. House of Deep Sorrow.
I told you to leave! Those monsters have stripped my humanity from me!
Glittering gods. I might actually use that. That looks better.
The angels and their monsters are killing everyone. What will they do to me when they find out what I truly am? My mother and the demon attack she survived. It's all too horrible to contemplate.
So that was armor. Plus 14 zombie dog damage. Ooh. Gotta use that. This is Winton Courtyard. Winton Courtyard of the
This is not
Killers.
the work of the Reapers.
Oh, I remember this one.
More dead?
Death to the nobles!
What is happening?
Revolution! It's time for our oppressors to fall. The king is in the city, but we have a trap waiting for him.
Your city falls to ruins and you plot to overthrow your king? That is unwise.
What? You're not with us? Then die with our enemies!
I don't agree with Rigatoni here. I think that this is exactly the time when you can overthrow your king. Fatal Beacon and the Lost King's Note to Lord Winton.
Lord Winton, we are thrilled that you have located a surviving regiment of soldiers. With this new force, we can turn the tide and save our city. Your disagreements with the Crown are well known, but we are glad you can put them aside in this dangerous time. Long live Westmarch!
Mittens is kind of going nuts.
You die!
There's so many different side things that I haven't. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back. I think it'd be easier after this to just go back to the city and start. Go back to the waypoint and start again. Go back. If I want to explore everything. Why are you guys hiding in this little loop? There's no enemies here. Go actually fight some actual enemies. I'm killing all of them for you. Lights chair. As always, an enlightened shot.
Strike is true.
They stuck back there. It's a trap. Thanks.
Nephilim, I knew the greed that infects your kind would not let you pass this chest by. And now, you shall suffer for it.
Well, no, not really. Scholar's Fetch. Maestro Device. I like that name. That's a good one. Darkness Ichor. Oh, what is that thing that I just picked up? Okay, yeah. I figured it'd be for the scoundrel. It sounded like something that he would have. So who would have thought the natural enemy of the undead is pretty obvious?
I strike at your heart. Said what the prophet told you about me.
Oh, I had almost forgotten about that. It is just that I am so used to it now. It seemed so strange at the beginning.
Was it about my magic?
No, not that. I really should not say. It was told to me in confidence, after all.
Giant magnets. So it's none of the spot stuff. Come on, army. Let's go.
I am returning to town.
No, I wanted to. Now we can explore all the other ways. Without having to retrace our steps again. Why did he have so much fun? Mystics. Disembowel. Nice. Basically picked all the right directions, and so nothing got explored. Place to go. The plague tunnels, level 1. I remember the plague tunnels. So we have Dream Sanction.
My strike is true.
Mortal Wounds. I swear we've seen those too. Anything that shoots fire like that just kills me so fast. Reached up and just started attacking my foot. She knows to stop when I kind of when I give her one of those owls or something. Something to let her know that it's starting to hurt. Living corpse. That's an interesting one. Can't say I like it. These are called plague birds, so maybe like the plague that they have is infecting the brains. Like makes them rabid. That's awesome. Fire fan. I do like the layout of there's this one that has light tunnels, and there's another one that's a lot like it. That's a lot like this that we'll find later, I think. I'm not sure if that one's always here or if it's random, if it'll appear or not, but I forget what it's called. But it's a layout similar to this, but it's like, I love that, like the honeycomb structure of it, so that you can easily get. It's not like you don't have to backtrack so much. I feel like.
The repository of bones, commonly called the plague tunnels, were originally used to bury Westmarch's indigent. However, when the Great Pestilence struck, the city decided the tunnels would serve just as well for plague victims, lest Westmarch become overwhelmed by the ever-increasing piles of the dead.
There's so many people living close together. It's not surprising.
There's gonna be some shenanigans of what's up ahead. Ah! Jeez. Got fire hooves. Fervent Hooves? That's a cool name. Let's see. Overall, it's better, but I like the health per second. That's pretty good. It's not going to up everything by all that much. Yeah, I think I got to go with the life per second. There is where the shenanigans are. If I need a quick drink before I get trapped in that thing with fire. Okay. Maestro Renegade.
I strike at your heart.
Just kill everything else. We got one more direction. Seriously, I hope in the Diablo 2 remake they put those teleport back to the beginning of the dungeon things in that game. That's like the only complaint I have. Okay, so replenishing spalders. Nah, that's a dumb name. Sorry. So, that leads one direction. Oh, wait. Got this too. Oh.
Some of my men are pinned down in the courtyard, fighting revenants. Please help me rescue them.
Okay, let's go. Compassing razor. That's kind of a cool name.
Do you know why this is happening? It's madness!
Go with your men to the Survivors' Enclave at the Cathedral.
Why didn't they do that in the first place if they could teleport there like that?
I cannot carry more. I need to go back.
Okay, where's the Book of Cain? Let's find out what that is. Those legendaries. There was a ring and a belt. Bukali Jungle Wraps. That's 95 resist all. I'd put it on just for that, probably. Let's see. Fire Bats deals increased damage to enemies affected. Well, I don't use Fire Bats, but I'll put this on anyway because it's good. Who was that? It was this ring that was part of the set. Zunamasa's Pox. Intelligence. for a second. Socket. No, that's there. No, I want to read the thing. Okay, your fetish army. Okay, so this is all about having the little fetish guys, and I'm not a big fan of those. Do any of these fit better for you? You can have it. Wait. Yeah, you can have it. Okay. Sorry, I was getting confused there.
Yes.
Do you need anything?
Vader.
Oh, you are more about protection and stuff, so you can have the chasm.
The battle's never.
Ooh, there you go. That's a big old crossbow. Holy Jesus. This is way better. Can have that. And yeah. God, that's a big fucking crossbow.
They will run when they see us.
Who's to blame for this?
Salvage the rest. That's it. Let's go back.
I did not find Malthael on Sanctuary, but I did find humans. Far too many of them. They murder and cheat one another while allowing their brothers to starve. If their true power is ever released, we are all doomed. They have a choice between good and evil, and they overwhelmingly choose evil.
He's not wrong. Just fill this corridor with piranhas.
That Death Maiden is controlling the Soul Crucible, but not for long.
Call the darkness down upon your
Mortal hold. Nothing up here.
Thank you. I knew you would arrive in time to save me.
You've been with us this whole time.
But how?
I am Miriam Jazir, a seer of the Vetchin people. I foresaw our meeting, but I did not see this horror. I have come to help you. There is one crucible left, and if you destroy that, the maidens will not be able to create more. There is no time to waste. We must be on our way now.
To the cemetery. Oh, hey, you noticed this.
Malthael, he's watching you.
Let him.
I grew disgusted by humanity during my time on Sanctuary. When at last I found Malthael, I was not surprised to learn that he felt the same way. We will cleanse creation of the scourge that is humankind, and when we are finished, the tragic mistake of Anarius will be gone.
It would be wise for you to wait in the Survivor's Enclave. You are not safe out here.
Nonsense. You'll protect me. And after experiencing what those things do to people, let's just say I need to see you destroy the final crucible with my own eyes if I am ever to sleep again.
Let's see if anyone has anything new to say now that we've destroyed one of them.
There's no easy way to say this, but I have to leave, and I won't be returned.
You cannot leave. You are needed here.
I'm serious. My brother's imprisoned in Kingsport with no way to defend himself, and I must free him.
I am sorry for your troubles, and would gladly let you go, but with this city overrun, you will not live long enough to step foot in Kingsport.
All right. I'll stay for as long as I can, but only because I know how much you mean.
Plus, didn't I, towards the end of Act 4, didn't I give you gold to free your brother?
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
Could it be that the Prophet abandoned us? Why else would his magic fail to protect us while we slept?
Did it? It kept you safe.
But my sisters died. Why them and not me?
The answer does not matter. You live now, and that is what is important.
It is not enough. I must discover the truth. The Prophet has foreseen our victory.
There he is.
I was telling you about Lyria, wasn't I? She was so beautiful that Durgus was determined to make her his own. Oh, yes, he pursued her relentlessly, showering her with gifts and attention until she succumbed and agreed to become his wife. But Durgus' jealousy was so great, he hid Lyria high in the heavens, far away from the reach of men and gods.
Jealousy is a curse that consumes everything.
Yes, that was Durgus. Desire was his very nature.
Well, I got nothing to say, but let's, oh, wait a minute. That might be better than what I just gave. What I just gave him. It is.
I knew you'd need my help.
What those villagers have to say isn't all that important. Even though they have little things over their head, it's not. It doesn't really all that much like text.
You have much guilt over Leah's fate.
How is it you know Leah?
I see the past as well as the future. You must not let it consume you. You shouldn't be so dour. You have much to be joyful about.
This is not the time.
I have learned that in terrible situations it is better to laugh than to cry. Perhaps when you have lost as much as I, you will understand.
We're back in the corner.
When I ask the spirits if this death and destruction will end, they are silent. What do your visions say?
Of course it will end, and you will live a long and happy life.
Why would the spirits keep such knowledge from me?
Because I was not being entirely truthful. That and your assumption. I must say, it is wonderful to finally meet, though you are skinnier than my visions led me to expect. You just don't take care of yourself. It's always about saving the world first, isn't it?
Strike is true.
I heard you were in town, hero. Should have known you'd show up in time for a fight.
Well, what are you? The hell
Keep an eye out. If I know these bastards, they've got reinforcements coming. Well, we've made them angry now, haven't we?
Killing guards. More overall damage, but I do like the poison, but more overall damage is probably better for everything here. Yeah. Sorry, promise of glory's gone.
You're just as good as I remember, old friend. I'll be seeing you again soon.
Well, why are you even here? I don't understand. So, okay, so yeah, there's nothing else over this way.
This should be a peaceful place of eternal rest. Instead, it mocks nature.
Perfect strike. Evil undoes you.
That is a stat. Push a little bit here. I doubt it's worth it for everything else I lose. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Is true.
He's coming out. No way. Stay on it.
You die.
damage go up to? Ooh, I think I have to keep that. Should have this.
I will use this.
Even with that thing socketed, this is still better. I'll lose the life per seconds though, but... yeah, it doesn't up my damage enough to be worth it though, to lose the life per second. Okay, well that's where I'm supposed to be then. I guess we'll go this way first. Prey malice. I swear we've seen that one too. I'm generating so many items we're getting. Crushed, giving us the speed boost.
I strike at your heart.
Well, of course it's an upgrade over the Nagle Ring. I'm not getting rid of the Nagle Ring. Right now. It's not better for her.
You die!
Next step.
You are such the artist when it comes to dispatching Death's minions. Don't mind me. I'll just be waiting over here.
That's kind of what I thought. Choke Reaper.
What made that sound?
That would be Urzel.
Who do you speak of?
Urzel is the angel who commands Malthael's forces in this city. I think you made him angry.
I see. We should return to the Enclave and see what progress Tyrael has made with this sliver. I am returning to town.
I guess she's gonna walk. You can take the, you can jump in my portal. Fighting Juju. Now people have some stuff to say.
Those who perish without embracing
It's,
Can I ask you about Deckard Cain?
Oh yes, he was a wise teacher, a great friend. If he lived today, many other paths might be open.
Could one man make such a difference?
Now is not the time to speak of this. We have a city to save.
Tyrael told me of your actions. You killed Diablo himself.
I only did what must be done.
I don't know that the world will ever understand what it took to face such pure evil.
I do not need the world to understand. I know what I achieved.
My father was the commander of the Knights of Westmarch. He assumed I would become a soldier, just like him.
But a different path called to you.
I grew up on stories of the fearless Horadrim, Tal Rasha, Jared Cain. That was what I wanted to be. My father thought it was all myth. Wasn't he surprised when I actually became one of them?
You have done well to keep these people alive.
It has been a brutal task. A lot of good men sacrificed themselves to save us. But even that wasn't enough. If you hadn't shown up when you did, we might already be dead.
The surrounding lands are filled with many settlements. Why do they not aid you?
Have you not heard? Cities everywhere are under attack. No place is safe.
Yes, Malthael strikes all across Sanctuary.
And that is why I hear so many spirits howling in anguish.
Look, the sliver is changing.
Malthael is altering the Soul Stone.
Exactly. He's been gathering strength from the souls of Westmarch in order to alter the stone. Yet his purpose still eludes me.
He's killing everyone. What more do you need to know?
If we are to stop him, we must know what he plans to do next.
Urzael has done this to finish collecting the souls of Westmarch.
The time for his death has come. Where is he?
All I know is that he is in a tower somewhere in the Westmarch Heights, and that he will be quite rude to you. Before you should stop by my cart. I can...
If only Tyrael had destroyed the Black Soul Stone.
The Black Soul Stone was made by a man, unlike previous Soul Stones. We had no idea what would happen if we destroyed it. It seemed a better idea to hide it away forever. We had no way of knowing that Malthael was watching us the entire time. How could we?
There was no way. But what will we do when we get it back?
I don't know. But it's better for us to have the stone than Malthael. If we make it that far, we'll worry about what to do next.
What do you know of this Urzael?
He is Malthael's lieutenant, much the same way that Iswal was mine. He does his master's bidding without question.
It is strange that Malthael did not take your spirit in the tomb of Rakis.
I may be mortal, but I am not Nephilim. I have no demon blood in me. And therefore Malthael does not see me as his enemy.
But he thinks me one? I stood with angels and fought the beasts of hell.
That is of no consequence. You are half demon to him and therefore on the wrong side of the eternal conflict.
Tyrael, you look to be in agony.
I have felt pain before, but nothing like this. It is different being mortal. The pain wears on me.
Such is the way of this world. Only in the unformed land does the pain end. Do you know why Malthael wants the Black Soul Stone?
I have been thinking on that since our encounter, but every scenario I envision simply doesn't make sense, regardless of what he has become.
He would not have taken it for no reason.
Do you
After Corellan's death, the crown passed to Justinian I, through a somewhat convoluted interpretation of Zakharum's scripture. Thus began the Justinian dynasty. Seen as usurpers by many, the Justinians suffered nearly constant challenges to their rule. Finally, during the reign of Justinian III, a full-fledged insurrection broke out in the outlying region of Tartarus.
Oh, well, now I have access. I'm high enough level for pretty much everything here that I have saved up. The bovine Bardachet. The butcher's carver. This one gives me a ton of intelligence instead of strength and vitality. So that one's got to be better. Serpent Strike. Let's really pile it on here. Like it's going to give me everything. Let's see how some of these stack up. Those aren't important. How about feet? Pants. Guess it's the Thunder God's vigor. So what's going to up our damage by more? The Faithful Memory. ready. We are going to be ready for the fight. Oh yeah, I need to store that. That's one that I have to store.
Believe it, my best hammer's gone missing. It couldn't have walked off on its own now, could it, lad?
One of the men needed a hammer. He promised to return it.
Fool boy! I'll never see it again!
I'm sorry, Hadrig.
Get out of my sight.
I don't feel like talking right now.
Zai was the greatest thief, and he wanted Lyria. He'd waited patiently for a night when Lyria's path hid her behind the silver moon. For when the sun set, Dirges had to leave Lyria's side, you see, for desire rules the night. He could only watch from below, as she drifted across the ocean of stars. Then Zai climbed, silent as a whisper, into Lyria's palace in the heavens.
Why was he so determined? Was it love?
No, but stealing from Dirges would make Zai a legend.
What do you know of Urzel?
Well, he seems to have an affinity for fire. I'd watch out for that if I were you.
I will. Do you know anything else?
Urzel was sent to find Malthael by our friend Tyrael. He blames himself for what Urzel has become. What else can I tell you? I had a vision of death blanketing our world. So I left my people, my family, to come help you.
I too left my home and my people. I know the pain of your sacrifice.
Nonsense. We veteran often receive visions telling us when it is time to find a new family. I've had many in my life. I still love and miss each and every one of them. Except for Jonah. I never really liked that one.
I have heard that the Grand Maester himself is in Westmarch. It is imperative that I find and speak to him. I will tell him of the sins his order is committing.
This man leads the Templar. Surely he is the root of the Order's evil.
No, you are wrong. My first memories of being a Templar are of him comforting me, welcoming me to the Brotherhood. I looked into his eyes. He is a good man, I tell you. Today is the day I find out how deep the Order's corruption runs.
Then you must fight to end this deception and make things right, my friend.
I will do it, even if it means going against my entire Order. I could use a good friend by my side.
I will be right here by your side.
This is one of our strongholds. I will have my answers soon.
You must be ready for anything.
Also be ready for me to destroy all their stuff.
Cormac! Everyone says you helped slay Asmodan and Belial. They're calling you the greatest of all the Templar.
It's good to see you as well, brother. But I come with troubling news about the Order. I must speak with the Grand Maester.
You're in luck. He's here. Standing orders are to send you to him upon your return. Take this, the Grand Maester's new proclamation.
You've done us all proud. This proclamation from the Maester, it's damning. He admits his own guilt. How could I have not seen this?
The day of reckoning is at hand. We will rise from the ashes of Westmarch and lead mankind into the light. We shall have recruits by the thousands. Every citizen will be another Templar added to the cause. Once cleansed by the Inquisitors, they will become an unstoppable force.
Come on, that should have blown him up.
We know you had nothing to do with John Dar's corruption, Cormac. You're a hero.
Break it off. Let's pull the books from the shelves.
Our time has finally come, and we owe it all to you.
Bring me that whip. It is time to purify this initiate.
Stop! How can you do this to your fellow Templar?
We bless them with the truth, as we did for you, Cormac. But if the greatest of all Templar wishes them freed, it shall be so. We've been ordered to take you to the Grand Maester as soon as possible. Follow me.
Cormac, the shining example of a true Templar. We have much to talk about.
Yeah, hold on. Take your stuff. I suck past it.
Man is a flawed being. Time and again we have seen good men give in to temptation. Though it is painful, I have found only one answer. We must cleanse the minds of our recruits, so they will never fall prey to the corruption of the demons, or the blind self-righteousness of the angels.
Yes, we do, Grand Maester. You have betrayed us all, starting with the torment of our initiation.
It was brutal but necessary. I did the hard things no one else would, for the ascension of humanity. I carry the weight of my actions with me always. Are you ready to make a similar sacrifice, Cormac? Will you stand with me and become Meister in due time? I need you.
But... No! Your power has driven you to madness if you think I would help you rule over mankind!
This saddens me greatly, my son. I am sorry. Kill him.
Yeah, good luck. Now that I'm all dressed up in some better equipment that I have.
You brought this on yourself, Cormac.
I dedicated my life to a lie. Everything I thought I knew, it was all in the service of a madman. I swear that every Templar I meet will be freed from the lies of the Order. And if they refuse, I will be forced to convince them.
They will believe you. I know it.
Final rewards. Got a Cavalry Sanctum, Soul Mean, Restrain to fetch. Doom a mob. And some more useless stuff. Okay, we're back.
The Grand Maester, behind the Order's corruption. Deep down, I think I always knew. Perhaps that's why I never felt worthy of the Order, as if I was not a true Templar.
You had no choice. The Templar used fear and violence to make you into a slave. But now the truth has burned away the lies. You are free to believe in what your heart says is true.
I believe in you and your quest. This world must be saved, regardless of the corruption of the Templar.
Now let's do the scoundrels
It's
thing.
time for me to go. My brother will die in the Kingsport dungeons if I don't act now.
A Kingsport prisoner, you say? Those poor devils were all transported to our cells in Westmarch last week. But we haven't heard from the garrison since the attack started.
Edlin, I have to find him. Will you help me, my friend?
Yep, let's go.
Right then, this is where they're holding Edlin. Let me do the talking.
Looking for your brother, Lyndon?
Something seems wrong.
Damn it all! The Thieves Guild always finds who it's looking for.
The Thieves Guild infiltrated the entire dungeon?
Apparently so. No, I'm not switching. Then he'd be my companion and I'd lose Arena.
You can't hide behind your friend, Lyndon.
This is the fight they're gonna put up. This is gonna be easy. Jesus, just hit him. Maybe you should come at us and piranhas are also the natural enemy of the Thieves Guild. Intrepid Vale. Oh, there's one.
Edlin! He's...
I share in your grief, Lyndon.
I never should have joined the guild. He told me, but I wouldn't listen.
Do not fault yourself for this. Your brother was killed before we came to Westmarch.
That dagger looks very familiar.
Bring it with you, but we cannot stay.
Lyndon, I grieve for you.
His brother is dead. And all he has to show for it is a dagger.
You must not blame yourself, Lyndon. It will change nothing.
What do you want me to say? That I wish he'd never known me? That I wish he'd had a brother who didn't fail him?
That you are trapped within your own grief.
You think death is the way into your perfect afterlife? You could never understand.
Okay, let's see if
If there's
Irena's...
treasure to be had, then I'm in.
When I left my sister Lysa, I took her magic focus as a reminder. I scryed it today to see if it held any clues, and I found strong traces of the demonic magic that killed her. It reminded me of the Fisherais magic from before we served the Prophet.
Those mages died long ago. If they sought revenge, they died without finding it.
When I cast the magic upon her focus, I heard her voice again, and this time, I understood. She said one word. Irena.
Guess not.
We will stand together against the shadows.
Okay, what's next? No, that's not.
I heard Tyrion.
That's not where I want to go. Hey, Shen. Can you, So how many am I gonna need here? So I can put something in the weapon. So I need 2 intelligence ones for the pants. Okay, 2 intelligence ones for the pants, and then 1 for the sword. Does she need 1? Yep, she needs 1 too. I'm gonna have to take it off of her to... Imperial. Ah, dang it! Socket. And then, I need you to take off your ring. How do I do that? There we go. That's the one. I don't have another one of those that's sitting around. It doesn't look like I do. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. We are ready to go. No, we're not. Hold on. Now we go.
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I land.
Yeah, you already told us that. So it's optional to kill the fire maidens. Let's do that. Strangle reward. Command a defiance. Okay. Not like any of those.
How will the survivors ever recover from this destruction?
Let's go this way first. Suffering Relic. I like that one. That's a good one. Suffering Relic.
The truth burns.
Got a speed boost to help us get back faster. There's a house over here. We should go in. The Panic House.
Help! Someone! There's someone there! Help us, please!
Gruesome Fortune, Doom Point, Palisade Slayer, Breeze Devil may alternate Glory Sight. Anything else? Soldiers, a bunch of dead bodies. I'll talk to you in a second. Lord Winton.
It is done. The bloodline of Rakis will once again sit on the throne of Westmarch.
And that would be you?
My grandmother was the daughter of Coralon, but he would not claim her because she was born of a courtesan, not a queen. With the peasants supporting me, Westmarch will become a place of freedom and equality. The idle rich will be no more. Of course, there will be some bloodshed. We must make a few examples, consolidate our power. A small price to pay.
I will not put the future of the people of Westmarch in the hands of a betrayer like you.
I have spent my whole life preparing for this day.
Kill him, we gotta get rid of these fire with that shield. As soon as you do enough damage to him, left Shattered Ballista, Crush Renegade, Valiant Obsession, Troll's Sting.
I have come to realize that my personal feelings are of no consequence. My people are dying, and they need their king. Our resistance starts today, and Lord Winton, of all people, has provided the means. These Reapers shall not have Westmarch. I swear my life on it.
Sounds like the king is finally coming back to do something about the invasion. We got Shanghai. Second Vehement Hood. House of Corpses. That sounds
Everyone is dead. I can't seem to remember how this happened. All I remember is a pendant. Someone here must have it. Please, help me find it. Where is it? I must find it.
May you find peace in the unformed land.
Chain Dead. Or Chain Deed. Turn these things into these guys into monsters can have chance of information processing that takes a while. It's taking like 2 seconds. It take like 0.5. Champion Award. Leaves one place to go. Assassin's Break. Dash stand. There's the last fight.
That's what I have trained for.
There's some low.
strange about Cormac lately?
Cormac can be odd from time to time.
He has been acting awkwardly and has seemed very distracted in conversation. Do you think that I offended him?
I am not sure that will be possible, Irina.
Smells in there. This fight, I'm not a big fan of this fight because, yeah, he shoots fire for one thing, which I hate and always kills me, or at least gets me so close to death. And two, like, fiery beams, like from the ceiling, fall on the ground. You get some warning for where they're going to land, like you see their shadow. And there are 2 health wells in here, or at least 1. I think there's 2. So at least there's that.
My master has begun his work on the stone. Nothing that you do matters.
Yeah, like every single enemy has said that.
Soon demons spawn like you will be gone forever.
Powers up.
The spirits call for your death.
The demon spawn shall perish in flames.
Paragon level.
Nephilim, I will bring an end to conflict. In death there is peace.
The spirits curse you.
So what did he lead us? Predator Essence, Jungle Journey, and Rolling Blade.
I need to go back.
You're back. We got 1 Paragon point. Here, huh?
I cannot afford that.
Let's reset this. This is I want this maxed out, of course. Area damage. Do I really? I don't know that I need that. Because I don't think that it's... I don't know that it affects, like, certain things. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna see. Let's max this one out next. Wait, what? Oh, damn it. Oh wait, I reset all of them. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Here, let's reset this too. Because now that my damage is such, I don't need so much in Oh, that can go above 52. And then here, let's max out movement speed. That I want to switch here.
us seek honor together.
So they have nothing until we talk to Tyrion, I guess.
I bring grave news, General. The king is dead.
I'd heard rumors, but I hoped. I didn't really care for the king at first, but he turned into a good ruler. Hadn't been himself lately, though. The last of his trusted advisors died recently. Hit him hard, it did. He would have recovered eventually. No, he'll never get the chance.
Urzael is dead. The Reapers will be easily defeated without him to lead them.
You have saved Westmarch, my friend.
What's left of it?
But we still do not know why Malthael took the stone, and he grows stronger by the moment. Our time is running out.
That strange woman you brought here believes she can help. She insisted on speaking with you immediately. Urzael is slain. Westmarch is saved. And yet these thoughts weigh constantly upon me.
We have brought peace to Westmarch. That is a victory worthy of celebration.
Wise words, my friend. Angels are cursed with a wider perspective of events. To live in the moment is a part of mortal existence I must learn to embrace.
Bryson meant well. Why not let him stay?
He was a fool, and fools end up dead around here.
Ah, dead. It is always close to your heart.
What are you talking about?
Your father, your wife, your apprentice. You did not want another face to add to that list.
You keep that nonsense to yourself, or I might forget how much I owe you.
I'm telling you, Livia was so lonely, and Zai was so alive and full of life. They shared one perfect night, and after she emerged, blushing. Dirges raced to her side, but Zai was gone. The ruby around Livia's neck was the only sign that he had ever been there.
Did Zai feel any remorse for his actions?
No, not then. He felt pride.
It is good to fight with you again.
Here, I want the scoundrel.
Let us seek our fortunes together.
If it's her turn to go on a
I heard
mission.
Liza's voice again, and I could make out more of what she was saying. She is calling out for me, but it sounds as though the voice is speaking to me from far away, from beyond our world.
The voice of her spirit?
No, I do not know how, but she is alive, and she needs me.
Okay, not time for
I welcome the chance to travel with you.
Chelsa, I know how to find Malthael, but you will not like what I have to tell you.
What is it?
There is only one person who knows how to find Malthael. She waits for you in the Blood Marsh, and you know her well. Adria.
Adria. She has much to answer for.
Yeah? Oh, now she's got stuff.
Adria is not as you remember her. She is channeling blood magic to prepare herself to retrieve the Black Soul Stone.
What exactly does that mean?
Some things cannot be explained. You must see them for yourself.
The spirits agree. You are indeed strange.
You have no sense of adventure.
Your eyes gleam with wisdom, Miriam. You have seen much in this life.
Oh, I could tell you stories. We were frequently set upon by bandits. It became quite tiresome, really. One time, I had had enough. I know this is hard to believe, but when I was younger, I was even more vivacious than I am now. So I seduced their leader, convinced him to free us by giving him details on how he could rob a local magistrate. He'd heard the Vetchen could predict the future, so he believed me. They were caught and hung 3 days later. I must have forgotten to tell him that part of my vision.
What shall we fight today?
Just wanted to make sure, because that was part of the mission, was to talk to her, so I wanted to make sure that nobody else had anything new. Oh, he does.
I see no angels here. Why are they not helping us?
There is confusion and dissension in the high heavens. You must remember, Malfael was our leader once.
But you stand on the Angiers Council. You can call on the warriors.
No, he doesn't.
Imperius commands the host, and he will not unleash them on a fellow angel, especially a former member of the Angiers Council.
I will not forget this, and the spirits will not either.
Okay. I think with that, I've got to call it a night. We've got some other things I'd like to do tonight. Didn't get enough. Okay, so yes. So next time on Diablo 3, we will hunt down Adria and see what has become of her. And hopefully we will get, after that, hopefully we'll get, Irena's mission. And Shen has a mission as well. Don't think the other two do. In fact, no, I'm certain they don't. Just more talking. So, yeah, hopefully we'll accomplish those next time. So, as usual, this is John Crate signing out.